Hi there, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Catherine and this is So Much Sewing. And So Much Sewing is my channel. It's all about my home sewing adventures, all about what I get up to here in my sewing room. And today what we're getting up to is I'm going to show you 7 patterns from 3 different sewing pattern designers because was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I made a video lamenting the fact that I sew a bunch. I sew a whole lot, and yet this one particular day I had nothing to wear, or I felt I had nothing to wear. And so what I decided I needed was more tops in my life. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I've said that before. So I went on a bit of a deep dive and I found some tops that I like the look of. The first pattern company to talk to you about is the Sewing Workshop, and I have been aware of them for a really long time, and I just have never made any of their patterns, even though I really like their style aesthetic. I think there are some really interesting details on these patterns, and the construction is quite unique in lots of them. So the first design of theirs to talk to you about is the Bristol dress and top. I think I prefer it in the top, although the dress, I probably actually would make it more tunicky than dress length if I was to make a longer version, but I think I want the short version that finishes about the hip area. I really like the sort of bite out the front there on the hemline. I like that stepped bite out of the front of the top. I also like that front panel. You can see that square panel in the front, but if you then turn to the back, you can see that it actually wraps all the way around to the back. And so it gives you some nice shaping through the back there. And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm always looking for patterns that can give me a bit of shape. And so I think that this is quite a unique design, really, the way it wraps around the front, and it's got that yoke at the shoulder. I like this sort of latte or light coffee or creamy coloured knit that they have here. I think it looks nice in a lighter weight fabric as well as in the heavier weight fabric like this one here, this sort of browny, looks like it's probably a sweatshirt type fabric. So the variety of fabrics that you can use on this top seems to be quite wide. It just says lightweight to medium weight knit with 2 or 4-way stretch. So really that's an open playing field, isn't it? And I can see that this would be a pretty useful top in anybody's wardrobe. The next top from the Sewing Workshop to talk to you about is the Picasso top. They do have some trousers that they call the Picasso trousers, and they've sort of showcasing it as a bit of a set, but I'm only interested in the top at the moment. And look at that. Look at all that opportunity for mashing up your scraps of fabric and making something very cool and different. I love the boxy shape to it. I like that there's all those panels there, and you can choose to do it all in one colour if you want to. You can probably omit the panels altogether, I would imagine, and just put the pattern pieces together and eliminate the seam allowance and just make it in one colour if you like. But I like the idea of the the square shape on the armhole. I just love so much about this top, the way it's got that swing boxy shape. Here's a plain version here with, actually it's got a little slouchy pocket on the front. So many opportunities, as I say, for using up scrap pieces of fabric and coming up with something really fun and unique. The next sewing pattern company is Trish Newbery. Trish Newbery is a New Zealand pattern designer, and I have made her Cuddle Up cardigan a few times, and you would have seen my versions here on the channel. I love that cardigan. It's just so comfy to wear. And the top I want to show you is the walking top. I do have this pattern. I didn't realize when I purchased it I purchased it a few years ago, and I didn't realize at the time that it's for knit fabrics. I thought it was woven. Not that it matters, but I am happy to find out now that I look at it again that it is a knit pattern. And so again, I like the different sort of style lines on this. I like that you've got that sort of high-low in the front with the pointy bits in the front. I like that it's longer at the sides. And I think this also has a cute little slouchy pocket on the front. And also, if you would like to, you can pattern mesh it. You can put a seam across the top. Actually, it comes all the way across here like this. And then you can put a different fabric on the top to on the bottom. It's probably a stretch lace, I suppose, in this sort of creamy coloured one here. But again, if you've got some scraps of fabric, you can mesh those together and come up with something really unique, or you can make it in a solid colour, put that cute little slouchy pocket on it, and boom, you've got an amazing little versatile top. The other pattern to talk to you about from Trish Newbery is Alice's top. I think I have this pattern. I need to double check, but I think I have it. I think I got it when she had a sale on one year. This top is just right up my alley, a cocoon top. I love a cocoon top and a cocoon dress. The body of it is made in a woven. They've used a sheer chiffon-y type fabric here, but they say you can use a lightweight sort of silk cotton or a lightweight cotton. You probably can use your imagination a little bit here for what you can use. I guess you need a fair amount of drape, but if you had less drape, it would just make the design a bit more sort of architectural, I think. I'm no great expert, but that's my thoughts on the matter. And it's got, from here down, it's got knit sleeves. So you can put the sleeves on or leave them off if you're after a more summery top. But if you're something a little bit more wintry, you can put these knit sleeves on it. And again, I just love that cocoon shape. I've made the cuddle up cardigan, which I love, and so I know that the instructions are fine. She has sew alongs on YouTube as well, so yeah, you really can't go wrong. The size range on Trish Newbery patterns is not always huge, but on this pattern it goes up to a 5XL, which is pretty amazing. I forgot to mention the size range on the Sewing Workshop patterns. They seem to go up to a sort of a 2XL, which is a bust of 53 and a hip of 56 inches, which, hang on, I'll just grab my tape measure. So a 53-inch bust is 132 centimetres and a 56-inch hip is 142. So reasonable size range. The next pattern company to talk to you about is Stylark, and I have a love-hate relationship with Stylark. Mostly it's a love. I don't really hate it, but I do have some fitting frustrations with them sometimes. And don't take this as 100% gospel or fact, or I haven't read it on their website or anything, but it seems to me that if the pattern is an oversized pattern, then you can guarantee that it's extremely oversized and you probably need to go down a size. This is my experience only. I probably need to go down a size, maybe even 2. But if it's a pattern that's more sort of not necessarily firm fitting, but if it's not an oversized pattern, it seems to me that it's a bit more sort of true to size. So that's just my philosophy on the matter. That's the way I run when I look at their patterns. And this pattern here is the Sunny knit top. I do have this pattern and I need to make it up. It's got the cocoon shape that I've been banging on about in this video. I also think that in this top you could probably leave the sleeves off, as you could with that Trish Newbery top we just talked about. So I like that drop shoulder. I like the seam that runs around the body. From what I can see in the images that they have on their website, it's actually quite a short top, and they've sort of tucked it under. So I think that bottom hem is probably quite narrow. And so for my personal taste, I probably want to make sure that opening at the bottom is a little bit wider, so I can just, leave it slouchy. I don't necessarily see me wanting to sort of tuck it under like they have in these pictures here. But you never know. I've got to make it up first to see how it fits, I suppose. But this is a really super handy looking top, and I think that would go really well in my sort of wintry, officey wardrobe. This next top from Stylark is a bit more sort of wintry and snuggly with that big high neckline. I like that V-neck shape. It's not just a round neck with a funnel neck on it. It's got a V shape to it. On the sleeve, it's got a V insert here, and there's on the back as well. The front does not seem to have anything. It's got a center front seam and just, quite a nice amount of sort of drape and shape in the front there. So I think I have this pattern. I think this was a bonus pattern 1 month when I purchased some other patterns. So I will rummage through my pattern selection to see if I have this. But this is quite interesting too. I like the way they have put the darker colour on the insets on the sleeve and on the back, and they've done it on the neck collar, the collar as well. So that's an option. For myself, I probably think I wouldn't do that on the neck, but I would do it on the sleeve and the back. But hey, anything's possible, and the option is there. This just says sweater knit, baby wool, or any knit fabric suitable for a pullover. As we know, Stylark size range is pretty amazing, so there probably really is a pattern here for everybody in Stylark's portfolio. The last pattern to show you is the Freya knit tunic from Stylark. This is another more sort of wintry, snuggly looking top. And I've just noticed that they've said you can make, as well as the knit baby wool or any sweater knit, they say jersey or light ponte. And I've got some ponte actually, which I'm looking for something to make it up into, and this might be what I make it up into. Lovely slouchy collar on it. Again, it's got a high-low shape, higher in the front, lower at the back. It's got interesting seam lines on it in the front there. You can see that the back wraps around to the front, and you can see the seam coming up sort of rib height on the top. It's got a nice little tuck on the sleeve there, and this is right up my alley. I can see me wearing this, and I can see me wearing it in my nice greeny coloured ponte fabric. So probably watch the space. That's probably what I'm going to make that fabric into. Actually, I'll just go and grab it. What a shame I couldn't find it, but I did find another couple of fabrics. This is a medium weight. It's actually maybe heading towards heavier weight knit, actually. I do like the colour grey, but it is a bit boring, isn't it? But I think that could look amazing in the Freya top that I just showed you. And that would be very snuggly to wear, but not overly hot. It's natural, mostly natural fibre, not all natural fibre, but there's no wool in it, so it wouldn't be too hot to wear, even in an office where the air conditioning is on. And the other piece of fabric I found, which I have shown you before, is this Disco's jersey that I got from Spotlight. So I think that also could look quite good in one of those tops with the snouchy. Why can't I say that word? With the snouchy, with the slouchy neckline. I think that would look really good, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? So, very exciting. So I guess that's really all I have to show you today. I just wanted to show you a few of the patterns that I've been looking at to sort of fulfill my need for long-sleeved, sort of wintry but not too hot tops to wear in the office mostly. I just really liked the style lines on all these tops. I like that they're a little bit different, especially those sewing workshop ones. And yeah, I think that pretty soon you will see some of those here on this channel. Today I did a little bit of work on my Canton moto jacket that I'm making in collaboration with Carol from Polly Sews. We're a little bit behind with the reveal. Well, I am anyway. Actually, I'm not sure where Carol's up to with hers, but I am very behind. But I did a little bit of work on it today, and I'm going to do a bit more on it after I've finished filming. But tomorrow I am hoping that I'll get some sewing time, and I want to make a top out of one of these fabrics or something else that I have in my stash. I do have a few top patterns ready to go. I don't have any of these ones that I've talked about today ready to go, but tomorrow I do have some other top patterns that I had sent out to the printer and have picked up. So I am hoping that I am going to be able to make at least one top tomorrow, and yeah, so stay tuned for that next week. But that's really all I have to say today. I hope you are getting lots and lots of sewing done. I feel like I haven't done much sewing recently, so I hope you're doing better than I am, and I hope you're all well and happy, and I look forward to seeing you here again next week. Thanks so much for being here today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.